City 102.5, the alternative station. Joe Jewett in the morning show. Time now for your weekly video game report. That's brought to you by Comic Town. Comic Town reminds you that July 7th, 24 straight hours of Magic the Gathering, celebrating the release of the new core set. Check out comictown.net for all the details. Chuck from Gaming Nexus on with us this morning. How you doing, Chuck?
Not too bad, Joe. How about yourself?
Doing well, man. What do you have for us this week?
So this week, I thought we'd mix it up a bit. So I think we'll talk about some games that require power and some games that don't, just to be a little topical. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Hey, so first up on the board game side is a game called Ticket to Ride. And this is a game that's been out for a bit. But it's a cool concept in that you're basically kind of trying to put together your railroad kind of back in the olden days, so to speak. Each turn, you're going to pick up some cards, some train cards, and you're trying to, in a map of America, you're trying to build routes from one side of the country to the other. So as you go along, you can build very long ones, you can build short routes. But at the end of the game, there's a nice scoring system that kind of ranks how you've done. This is actually a big deal in Germany. And do you know that Germany is like the board game capital of the world?
I did not know that.
I didn't either until I looked it up. I was amazed. The Germans are very hardcore about their board games. So this is a heads up. So this was actually won a bunch of awards over there. And that's something that's highly recommended. I asked some other friends on Twitter about what other games that they kind of recommended. They recommended a game called Zombie Dice, which I checked out, which looks very cool. Settlers of Catan, and a game that I kid you not is called Kittens in a Blender.
Okay.
I wish I was making it up. I actually it's a real game, and your goal is to actually stop the kittens from going into a blender.
Oh, that's an admirable cause.
Yeah, I thought so. On the Xbox side, other games out this week, we have Spelunky, which is coming out for the Xbox 360. In Spelunky, you play an explorer who's trapped in a deep cave, as you might gather from the title, and they kind of explore the caves and try and collect loot. Now, along the way, you'll kind of discover things that will help you in your cause. So you can buy weapons, you can put traps that are underneath there, you can buy things, and you can even rescue damsels in distress to increase your health. Now, it's a really cool single-player campaign, but there's also online multiplayer for up to 4 players. And so what you can do is you and your friends basically vie to say who can stay alive the longest. And so the fun part that comes that when you actually die, you become a ghost, and you can kind of haunt and try and get your other friends to kind of kill, and help them kill themselves or be killed by the game.
Why, a game like that, Chuck, I'll bet it's real expensive.
It's only $15.
No way.
And what's really cool about it, Joe, the game never ends. All the levels are randomly generated, and so as you play through it, every time you play the game, you're getting a completely new experience.
Well, I would pay twice that amount.
It's a total steal, totally worth it.
And that's for Xbox 360?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and we got one more, right?
Yep, that's The Secret World, which is coming out for the PC this week. This is an MMO, which is a massively multiplayer online game. It's a bit of a twist, as in most MMOs are kind of either sci-fi or fantasy. This is actually set in the modern world. Kind of the crux of it is that all the urban legends, like around werewolves, vampires, and whatnot, are actually all true. And there's 3 secret societies that are kind of vying for control of the world. And you basically pick one of these societies to work for, and then you go through and kind of explore the world. It's a really different take on the MMO genre. Not only is the setting different, but the game doesn't have classes, so you're not fixed into being like a magic user or a fighter or a cleric. And basically the gear that you're wearing determines what your role is. So if you team up with some of your friends, you can completely change role to actually meld with them, which is a really cool experience. I saw the game at GDC. It just came out today, so there aren't any reviews on it yet. But a lot of my friends who were in the early beta have not shut up about it on Twitter. So the game looks really cool. So if you're looking for an MMO with a different twist, I would go out and check this out because it looks really cool.
Okay, so we dug all this stuff this week. Ticket to Ride, Spelunky. Spelunky. I'm sorry, that's a funny name, Spelunky. And The Secret World. And The Secret World is out for PC, right?
Yep.
Excellent. All right, well, thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it, man.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. 849.
CD 102.